This is indeed a proud moment, and to feel that way at the beginning of a speech is both rewarding and a bit intimidating, in the sense that when you talk of culture and when you see culture on the stage, as we've seen now, it's very challenging to speak after that. However, a very good evening to our eminent dignitaries, distinguished panelists, members of the media, valued partners and friends. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the inauguration of the Apeejay Kolkata Literary Festival 2015, now in its 6th edition. Our pioneering city festival is an outstanding bouquet of literary and cultural interactions, especially curated to delight Kolkata's discerning audiences over the next 4 days. We hope you will be with us all those 4 days. We are truly proud and privileged to present our inaugural session in partnership with two revered national institutions, the Indian Museum, which I gather is the very first museum in Asia, and the Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Institute of Asian Studies. It is indeed an honor to collaborate with the museum's bicentenary year program, which concludes this year, and which encompasses the nation's artifacts, buildings, folklore, language, music, cultural diversity, and even belief systems. Nowhere is it truer than in the field of art that to sustain means to create, said Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, India's first education minister and the initiator of the National Cultural Academies. It is this relationship between sustaining or safeguarding and creating or innovating that we explore in today's discussion, creating and sustaining cultural heritage in contemporary India, covering both the tangible and the intangible, from architectural spaces and monuments to oral literature, cultural practice, indigenous knowledge, and the arts. Is heritage itself being seen as irrelevant in today's fast-changing world? I don't think after this evening anyone would even dream of saying heritage and culture are alive, and as we saw on the stage, kicking as well. So to explore this, we could not have aspired to a more respected and learned panel than our guest of honor, Justice Leela Seth. May I have a big round of applause for Leela Seth? Thank you. Historian Charles Allen, another round of applause. Jar Sarkar, CEO of Prasar Bharati, and Dr. Shashi Tharoor, author and parliamentarian, and moderator, Professor Swapan Chakravarti. We thank you for so generously giving of your valuable time and sharing your informed views. In a brief overview of our program, the Apeejay Kolkata Literary Festival 2015 will pay special tribute to the 125th birth anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in its closing session, Has India Kept Its Tryst with Destiny, scheduled on the steps of the magnificent National Library. The brave sacrifices of our Indian soldiers in World War I will be honored and commemorated at the Laskar War Memorial with the launch of Captain Amrinder Singh's book, Honor and Fidelity, India's Military Contribution to the Great War. An innovative feature of the festival and central to the city is the Festival Literary and Cultural Mile. This concept started at the museum itself when we realized that the stretch from the museum through Park Street right up to Park Street Cemetery was was really a treasure trove of heritage. And my co-director Anjum Katyal and I, we curated this walk, which will be a regular feature of the Festival Literary and Cultural Mile, encompassing heritage institutions such as the Indian Museum, Government Arts College, Asiatic Society, Oxford Bookstore, Masonic Lodge, Park Mansions, St. Xavier's College, and the Park Street Cemetery. The walk encapsulates the cultural milieu of the city. These institutions represent and reiterate the thread of creating and sustaining cultural heritage and contemporary India, a thread that runs through the literary festival, weaving itself into our vibrant city and nation today. Here I would like to remember and be grateful to our mentor, Mr. Jeet Paul, who was very much a part of this city and particularly of Park Street. And we present the entire festival and this new initiative in his memory. The APJ Kolkata Literary Festival is very fortunate and indeed greatly honored to associate with other outstanding institutions of national importance such as the Victoria Memorial Hall, the National Library, the Laskar War Memorial, INTAC, Indian Council for Cultural Relations and others. We would like to acknowledge the continuing and outstanding support from the British Council, the American Center, Alliance Francaise, the French Book Office, the Australia Council for the Arts, the Embassy of Sweden, and others. Our 2015 program features delegates from Britain, France, Sweden, Australia, Canada, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, in interaction with outstanding writers and social commentators from the country and from our own city, Kolkata. On behalf of the APJ Kolkata Literary Festival and on behalf of Oxford Bookstore, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for being with us today. My co-director Anjum Katyal and our team look forward to welcoming you to our literary sessions, which are open access to all. Thank you. Do come.